All the examples were to indicate I am the heart of things, I am the very soul of things. Continuing in the same style as before, the teacher says, Ashwatha sarva vrikshanam Ashwatha sarva vrikshana. Among the plant kingdom, the vegetable kingdom, of all the trees, I am the Ashwatha tree. The Ashwatha tree has been, from the Vedic period onwards, has been again and again taken as a symbolism of entire life, the tree of life, both in its meaning and in its structure. Shwa means tomorrow. Tham meaning remaining in tomorrow also. Shwatham. Ashwatham, that which never remains the same tomorrow. The tree itself has been given the name Ashwatha, suggestive of the finite, ever-changing, ephemeral world, Jagat, the world conditioned by time, and everything is in a state of flux. So elaborate explanation or description of the Ashwatha tree, indicating that that is nothing but a life itself in a metaphorical language, expresses as life, has been given both in the Vedic literature and in the Bhagavad Gita also. Urdhva Moola Madhashaka, 15th chapter we will explain. Thus, of all the trees, the sacred Ashwatha tree, the people, what do you call? Religiosa. Not banyan tree, that is what I am saying. People tree, yes. Banyan tree is that which has got, which spreads out, that is all. But this has got the roots that are coming down. The adventitious, that which is got in Calcutta. It is called something religiosa. Whatever, no people tree is considered to be sacred. Among the trees, I am the people tree. Devarshinam cha Narada, among the divine rishis of the heavens, the great rishis, I am Narada, the great devotee of Hari. I am Narada means not that I am Narada. Among the rishis, as Narada is the most important or most splendid person, similarly, I am the most splendid in all existence in the world outside. Gandharvanam chitraratha. Gandharvas are artists in heavens. They have got a special location. Those who are artists also are a great contemplative persons. They may not contemplate upon Narayana, but they are lovers and contemplators on beauty. Dancers, musicians, painters. And thus they have highly evolved minds. They have no time for anything of the sensuous of the world outside. They are ever the seekers or the propitiators of beauty. And the Lord, the Supreme Reality itself is called as Shivam Sundaram. Shantam Shivam Sundaram. So then to pursue beauty is to pursue Him. Thus these great artists, when they go, in heaven it is a special location, just as defense colony, there is artist colony in heaven. There they come and live and among themselves enjoy more and more the contemplation upon beauty. That Nagara, that part of the heaven is called Gandharva Nagara. Gandharvanam, of these great artists in heavens, I am Chitraratha. He is supposed to be more than one art. Ordinarily, painters are not dancers, or dancers are not singers. But here, Chitraratha, that is why he is called as Chitraratha. He is proficient in many arts, therefore the greatest of all artists. Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Among the Siddhas, that is why this is called Siddhabari. Siddhas used to sit down there in that fountain from where you are taking your water now and sit there and contemplate. That is why it's called Siddha Badi. Bari means body. Badi, garden. The garden of the Siddhas. The Mahabharata says Kapila Muni was here. Devahuti was his mother. And when his father died, the mother felt very lonely. And the son, and very unhappy. And therefore the son explains to the mother. And that explanation is called Kapila Upadesha, which is a very important part in Mahabharata, where he explains the Sankhyan philosophy. Vedanta based upon the Sankhyan philosophy, because the Sankhyan is a highly intellectual and analytical. The only difference between the Kapila's Sankhyan philosophy and Vedanta is, Vedanta, after enjoying or accepting everything that the Kapila has said in the Sankhyan philosophy, as far as the intellect goes, Kapila stops there. And the intellect, when it pursues the truth, it can only come to understand the Dvaita. Therefore, Kapila came to the conclusion that truth is as many souls or Atman as there are living beings. Plurality of Atman. It is only in that last concluding portion Vedanta goes beyond the intellect and discovers or expounds the one self, the Advaita philosophy. The one self which expresses through different minds as though different personalities, PFTs. Since thus Vedanta or Gita accepts all the arguments and analysis process accepted by or employed by Kapila in propounding his philosophy, school of philosophy called Sankhyan philosophy, here Vyasa glorifies him. Among the Siddhas, I am Kapila. Thus Kapila expounds it. The Mother Ahuti feels that it was done in the banks of this river, Bindu Nadi. And the Bindu Nadi and the banks of it were set, and the lady started contemplating, and Kapila walked out as a sannyasi. The mother's clinging attachment to the son is gone, and the mother also in contemplation remained, and until at last she jumped into the river and became one with it. This is the story that is in Mahabharata. The next issue of the Tapon Prasad will have the total story. We have recently translated that portion to improve, to give a more better insight into the glory of this area. Gandharvanam Chitra Siddhanam Kapilo Muni. The Kapila Muni, the great contemplative, reflective master, Among the Siddhas, I am Kapila himself. Uchai Shravasavashwanam
Vidhi mamamritodbhavam Airavatam gajendranam Naranam cha naradhipam
Among the Ashwa, among the horses, I am Uchai Shravas. Uchai Shravas is the horse that came up during the Madhana, during the churning of the Milky Ocean. There is a famous explanation in Mahabharata that in the heavens they took up a national program. Not only the Devas, but they wanted the cooperation of the Asuras also, the devils also. And they together came for the benefit of the entire, for a great project of churning the Milky Ocean in the heaven where Vishnu generally sleeps. So the Manthara mountain was made use of as a churner, and Vasuki the serpent was offered and, volunteered to become the rope around it, and they started the churning. As they were churning, many, many beautiful things came up. Unique things came up. All of them were distributed as presents to various people. And Uchai Shravas, the winged horse, when it came up, it was offered to Indra. The white elephant, when it came, it was offered to Indra. This each mighty thing that came, unique things came, it was all distributed to others. But the Devas and the Asuras never stopped because what they wanted was Amrita, immortality. This is the story. Half through the work, the poor Vasuki got tired because he gets all the rub, both sides. The poor rope, and therefore got exhausted, and it started bringing out its poison. So Lord Shiva was sitting there. He saw that it's coming, and Vasuki is a ring in Shiva's fingers, so it is his, and he found that she is getting tired and is bringing it out. He knew that is very poisonous. So he went and received it. A Hindu wife never leaves the husband. She was also next to him. Kya karna hai? Why are you? What are you doing? Generally wives ask 100 questions. And the husbands, they are very busy and they say, shut up. He took it and thought over it. If he throws up, the upper worlds will burn up. Throws down, the lower worlds will burn up. Now what am I to do? It's a terrible, horrible poison. So he decided to take it for himself, to save the worlds. Will she allow it? It's a very appropriate time for the wife to hang on to the neck. So she held his neck. He said, I won't allow it to be swallowed. And Shiva said, I will not spit it out. It's dangerous for the world outside, you don't understand. And she held. He refused. Until at last, that poison had to be spread around his neck, absorbed by the cells in the neck. Neither did it go down, therefore he can't die. Neither will you spit it out, and therefore it has to get absorbed there. And thus he became blue-necked Lord Shiva, Neelakanta. is one of the things that came out. The entire thing is a metaphorical explanation of the spiritual path. That is all. Every one of you have to do this churning by yourself. The milky ocean, your own bosom. First of all, clean it and make it milky. Milk is a thing that will not suffer anything else. So, ananya cheta, the mind with nothing else but the Lord's devotion to the Lord, is the milky ocean. It is to be churned. Manthara mountain, the ego, is the churner, and Vasuki, the mind, is the churner, the rope. Both the Devic and the Asuric forces in us, the lower mind and the higher mind, the nobler thoughts and the lower thoughts are the ones that are churning. The lower thoughts will say, which God, what Brahman, what Atman. The higher one will quote the Upanishads and the Gita and says that there is something greater and nobler. That churning is called reflection. As a result of this reflection, when you are spiritually going up, many siddhis and riddhis will come up. Don't accept them. Reject them all. Proceed ahead. Thus all these various beautiful things and rare, unique things came. The Devas did not stop the work. They distributed it to the appropriate persons and proceeded until at last Amrita, the immortality came. Immortality, the experience of that which is beyond time. Mrita, death. Within the realm of death is death. Deathlessness, that higher state of experience. In this journey, one of the things that came out is Uchai Shravasa, the winged horse, which the Burma shell has got as its logo, a horse with wings. Uchai Shravasa. It can not only run fast, but it can fly over. Ucha, high. It can fly over. Right. I am the Uchai Shravas among the horses. Vidhi Mam Amrudodbhava. I am that Uchai Shravas which is Amrudodbhavam, which came out of the Amrita churning for the, what is that? Churning for the Amrita, for the immortality. That horse that came out, that called Uchai Shravas. I am that Uchai Shravas among the horses. Airavatam Gajendrana. Among the Gaja, among the elephants, I am Airavat. Airavat, the white elephant, which came as one of the things during this churning. Naranam cha Naradhiva. Among the mankind, I am the Naradhiva. Naradhiva, the king. I am the king among the people, in the sense that I protect them, I look after their welfare, I do my best for them, but I don't allow them to misbehave. I am harsh with the hard people, and I am the most kind to those who deserve it. Thus I am the king among mankind.
Ayudhanamaham vajram. Ayudhanamaham vajram. Dhenunāmasmi kāmadhuka. Dhenunāmasmi kāmadhuka. Prajanashchāsmi kandarpaha. Prajanashchāsmi kandarpaha. Sarpānamasmi vāsukihi. Sarpānamasmi vāsukihi.
Ayudhanam, of the various artillery available, aham vajra. I am the Vajrayudha. Vajra is the name of a special What is that? Secret weapon. Among the weapons, I am Vajra. This was made for a specific purpose of destroying some mighty negative forces in the heavens which are threatening. And it was made as a secret weapon for which they wanted the bone of a great master. And Dadiji, a great saint of that time, he offered himself to take that bone, and out of his bone was carved out this great ayudha, it is said, with which they were able to rout their enemies and save the entire heavens. So the secret weapons are not now only, in those days also, where people have to make their sacrifices in making it. Ayudhanam of the artillery, the various weapons available, weapons of destruction, in defense of the good and the noble people, against the vulgar and the dangerous elements of society. Among them, Vajra, I am the Vajra, the most powerful weapon. Dhenunam asmi kamadhuk. Among the dhenu, that which gives the milk, cows. Dhenunam, among the cows, I am kamadhuk. Kamadhuk is a mystical concept of a rare cow which is in Vishwamitra's ashram. And the cow is such that when you milk, you can milk whatever you desire. Dhenunam, among the cows, I am the kamadhuk, that which gives whatever you desire. Ordinary cows, only milk they give. It all depends upon where the cow is. In the village they give milk. In the district they give milk and water. In the city they give water and milk. But there, what I meant was, whatever you desire, just as the Westerners have got the tree of fulfillment, the well, wish-fulfilling well, in the same way in India, it is not the tree of fulfillment, but it's a cow from which we can milk anything. I am among the cows, the fulfiller of all desires, kamadhuk. Prajanaschasmi kandarpaha. Prajananam, sex life. Reproductory efforts of the human beings. In that, I am Kandarpa. Kandarpa, the Lord of Love, Kamadev. What is English called? So, see that? What knowledge my gentleman has got from... this is a word that I don't know. Anyway, Cupid, yes. That guy who is blind, little baby, who has got arrows made up of flowers, and with that he shoots at the fellow, and his excitement increases. That's Cupid. In the sex life, I am Cupid. He has not left even that. Think. Because Arjuna is a young man, army fellow. So maybe that example will hit him. That Cupid is not indulging, but he is the one that excites the people, enlivens the people in that field of activity. Thus I am the enlivener in everything. When it's poetically said, prajanana kriya, procreational activity, I am not the procreation, not the man and woman, Not the male and the female. But then who am I? I am that mighty power that enlivens them. Keep it. Prajanaschasmi kandarpa sarpanamasmi vasuki. Among the serpents, I am Vasuki, who is a ring in Lord Shiva's hand. Sarpa, what do you call that? The one-headed one is called a serpent. The other is called Nagas, many hooded ones. The hooded ones. Many mouths. I am among the Nagas, among the serpents. I am Vasuki. Thou must be poisonous, and it can become as small as a ring. At the same time, it can grow into any length to go round 3 times the Manthara tree, 5 times around the Manthara mountain, in order to become the churner, to help them to churn. Thus, I am the infinite reality, which pervades the macrocosmic totality. At the same time, I am the secret touch of life in every one of it. So, sukshmat sukshmataram. I am subtler than the subtlest. At the same time, mahado mahiyan. I am the larger than the largest, because the whole universe is only a disturbance in one corner of me. At the same time, I am in every one of them. The smaller than the smallest, at the same time larger than the largest. Anoraniyan, mahado mahiyan. Atmasya jandor nihido guhaya. This is that, therefore Vasuki has been taken. Among the serpents I am Vasuki. Anandaschasmi naganam.
Varuno yada samaham. Varuno yada samaham. Vidrinamariyama chasmi. Vidrinamariyama chasmi. Yamasam yamatamaham. Yamasam yamatamaham.
Anandaschasmi naganam. Before it is said Sarpa. Here Nagas. Naga is hooded variety. Among the hooded variety of great, earlier it is called snakes. Among the snakes I am Vasuki. The English words, you get confused. And among the serpents, the hooded variety, I am Ananda. Ananta is that largest of all hooded animals or hooded snakes. Serpents. Snake is, that one which you see here and there, and the Westerner jumps on the roof and the Indians go after it. Snakes. That's nothing. One single head. And they are also poisonous, some of them. But the other hooded variety, no doubt about it, everyone is poison. Now, among the hooded variety, the serpents, I am Ananda. Ananda is a special name. Ananda itself means endless. It has got endless mouths. In every religion in the world, snake or serpent is indicative of the mind. That is why the mind tempted Eve. Similarly, the mind intellect equipment, the subtle body in us, is symbolized in all religions as the snake or the serpent. In the Vishnu Purana, the elaborate description of Lord Vishnu lying down, the blue master lying down in the Milky Ocean on the Ananda serpent, and the serpent is twined upon itself to make it a bed, and his hoods are protecting him as a cantilever porch, having thousands of mouths. This picture is a metaphorical expression of the man in contemplation. His mind, which is at this moment a cesspool, has to be emptied and refilled with milk. Milk white in color, sattvic quality, pure. Milk is a thing that cannot suffer combination with anything. It'll get immediately gulab jamun. Gulab jamun, what do you call that round words? Rasgulla. You can't even pronounce it because the saliva is in the mouth. Rasgulla. That is, the milk will break and the whey water will go out. And the milk cannot be any more, can be made into milk. Thus the purity is indicated when it said the ocean of milk. In that is the mind which is being quietened. But the mind is a thought flow. Yes, it is thinking of itself only. Meaning, it is coiled upon itself. And a hooded snake, serpent, I don't belong to that variety, so I confuse myself, snake or serpent. The hooded serpent, generally its hoods are turned outward for defense and offense. The two tongues, that bilabiated tongue coming out, now here, it's very unnatural. Why? It is turned upon itself. The body, and generally the hood is turned outward, but here, unique, the body is coiled upon itself to make a bed, and the hood is all turned onto its own body to protect the Lord. Make your mind like an Ananda Shayar, as a bed of the Ananda, coiled upon itself. Therefore it is not crawling from object to object, pakvadi, rasgulla. It's not coiling anywhere. And mind has got a million mouths. Ordinarily the mind talks not with one mouth, but 1,000 mouths. Shall I go? Shall I not go? But if I must go, must go. But I don't know, can I go? But I would like to stay there. But then there is no accommodation. But my ticket has been already booked. But then can be. And one of At the same time, it will talk 1,000 tongues, and that is how we go crazy. This is the nature of the mind. No other animal has got so many mouths as the mind. Thus, Ananda, endless hoods. But all those minds and minds' desires and passions are all turned upon protecting the Lord. I want nothing but Him and Him alone. See the symbol. In thus, if you can make your mind a milky ocean, and your bosom a milky ocean, and your mind the Ananda, and the Ananda's millions and thousands of desires turned outward can be all turned inward, there you shall see the blue master. All our Hindu gods are blue in color. Strange. Must be all South Indians. And in poetry, black is described as blue. No. Blue is the color that physical eyes can see for everything that is immeasurable. Infinite, if I can see it with my eyes, I should see it as blue in color. That distance of the sky, you see blue. There is no blue color there. It's not repainted every spring. The color is not there. But it appears to the human fleshy eyes, immeasurable distances, as blue. Similarly, in immeasurable depths also looks blue. The distant mountains have got a blue haze about it. And it is more in the Western Ghats, and therefore it is called as Blue Mountains. Nilagiri, Bluegiri. Distance lends an enchantment to the view with a blue haze about. Thus, if the infinite were to be expressed in pictorial form, he will have to say that Lord Vishnu, the infinite, can be perceived sleeping there, sleeping meaning actionless, thoughtless, the highest state of consciousness, as blue in color. All the Hindu gods wear yellow robes. Yellow is the color of silicon dioxide. The color test of silicon is yellow. If you show a glass rod on the colorless Bunsen burner flame, on the top the flame will be all yellow. It's one of the tests in chemistry to test whether the sample given is silicon or not. Fire test, flame test. So yellow is the color of the earth, silicon dioxide. So the blue, the color of the immeasurable, and yellow, the color of the earth. The blue clothed in earthy form is the various deities, and therefore their forms are described as blue, and they are all clothed in yellow, wrapped up in matter. The spirit wrapped up in matter is divine. These are all called analogies. The color and smell and sound are all got association of meaning. Here, the teacher is only saying that, among the serpents, I am that Ananda. Number one, he is the mind that is quietened and turned inward. Is the noblest mind among the minds. Among the hooded serpents, that serpent that has quietened itself and become a base or a bed for the Lord to shine out in all his glory and take his actionless center around which all actions are taking place, where all the mouths of the mind has become silenced. And they are all turned inward, the entire attention, the mind at contemplation. I am among the serpents, I am the Ananta. Anantaschasminagana. Varuno yadasamapi. Yadasam aham. Yadasamapi is also all right. No, not that I am going to edit what is it? Gita. Yadasamaham, I am among the Yadas. Yadas, the water deities, the nymphs. In English it is all nymphs. In the Greek literature and all that, there is a deity for all natural phenomena. Among the nymphs, among the water deities, I am Varuna, the Lord of the ocean. More powerful and vaster his domain. Nymphs are only the Lord of the deity that represents small little water, what do you call it? Watersheds, yes. Whether it's a tank or a lake, but he is the Lord of the ocean. So among the water deities, I am Varuna. Pitrunam Aryama Chasmi. Among the Pitras, among the ancestors, among the mind and intellect that has left the physical body and has gone to the higher realms, I am Aryama, the most important one, who is permanently there. Everybody cannot have accommodation in the same way, because you have 20 units of punya. The other guy has got 200 units. So it can't be in the same standard. There also there is higher class, upper class, middle class, lower middle class, poor. So you and I can only expect a slum there. But it is in the heavens, mind you. In the heavens, but in the slum. It is those who have done noble actions in the world outside, sacrificed themselves all through the world in love and tenderness and affection for the people. It is only they that can reach the highest rewards. Among the ancestors, I am Aryama. Aryama appears to be the receiving clerk or the receptionist there. And the receptionist is always there. Others come and go. But the office is there, no. Delegates come and go. Office remains the same. Receptionist, all right. Yama samyamatamaham. Among the controllers, I am Lord Death. Swamiji, what is this? If Lord Death is not there, suppose he had taken a casual leave, earned leave together. Because he is tired, he has got terrible work day and night. One fellow dies here, next moment the fellow dying is next second. He is in Africa. Next is in Australia. Next one is back again in Siddhabari. That next moment America. What a terrible work. And it's not only human beings. The plant, the animal, the birds. So Lord Death is a heavy work. So he is justified if he demands. Casually. Let me live at least a month with my wife. Do you know in that 1 month what will be the population rising? In spite of the fact that he is working 24 hours, 365 days, 3 shifts, vigorously, the birth is more than death. And therefore the world is going out of control. He is the greatest controller. Again, your progress from childhood to old age, all the progress that is happening, is it not a continuous process of destruction? Or the previous condition so that a new condition can come? Thus he is the controller. He is a mighty power behind all progress, all creativeness. Creation cannot be without the destruction of the previous condition. Thus, death is not something to be frightened about. And he is constantly with you, isn't it? Lunch is being destroyed. If it is not destroyed, Lord Death is working slow in your stomach. Dinner has come. I don't feel like eating. Khichdi de do, khichdi. Why? Lord Death has not worked properly. He is the only one who is a controller. When you analyze it, in everything, politics, economics, science, your own growth, the growth of the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, constant death is the silent power behind all creative blossoming of things and situations. It is constantly so, at all times. So among the controllers, I am Samyatam. All those who are controlling things, I am the greatest controller which functions everywhere at all times. The principle of decay or death. Read.
Prahladaschasmi daityanam.
Prahladaschasmi daityanam.
Kalatkalayathamaham. Mriganam cha mrigendroham. Vainateyascha pakshinam.
Prahladaschasmi daityanam. Among the Daityas are these children. They are generally obstructors. In heaven, very often their vanity becomes so great that who are you then? Huh? Bring about destruction and disaster in the heavens and then they have to rout them down. Among the Daityas, I am Prahlad. Prahlad also the son of the Daitya king. And because he is Daitya, he was always opponent to God. Money, power, Hiranyakashipu, his name. His name itself indicates his mental mood. Hiranyam in English, in Sanskrit means gold. Kashipu, wrapped in, as many of you are. Blanket Kashipu. Hiranyakashipu, one who is wrapped up, his entire mind and soul are constantly wrapped up in gold, meaning extremely materialistic, secular. This extremely materialistic, secular guy cannot brook the might and power and people's loyalty to something higher than them. Who is God? Higher than us? The fatherland is the highest. We, the governors, are the highest. The same language you can hear, which today we hear materialism, used there in Mahabharata, in the story. So the Daitya got the son, he was very happy, and the child was growing up, smart, kicking, vivacious, and the son has been sent to school. The poor Rishi took him and he started teaching him. The teacher has no opinion. Whatever the government prescribed in the textbook, he teaches them. So the government has prescribed him the general secular education, and therefore no prayer in the schools. Which God? What God? Nobody should pronounce Namo Narayanaya. Narayana's name should not be taken. Hiranyaya Namaha. That is a Mahamantra. Hiranya gold. Goldaya Namaha. Goldaya Namaha. From morning onwards, how to make $2 more. Bas. That is called secularism. And now the teacher started teaching. Hiranyaya Namaha. And all the children repeat, because what can they do? But this boy will say, Narayana Namaha. Whenever the teacher goes to take a bath for eating food, he collects all the children. Come on, let us enjoy now sometime. Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. And the children, whatever you teach them, they will say loudly. During the election time, haven't you heard children chanting those slogans? It's natural. So they repeat it. Hearing that, the teacher shudders. If anybody hears that, the report will go and the king will take my head off. He runs forward and says, shut up, never say that. Prayer in the temple or in the school, it is against the constitutional rights. In America it is going on now. Controversy. Should there be prayer in the school or not? In our country also, in the colleges and schools, we are secular. They wouldn't say that we are not spiritual or religious. They say we are secular. Meaning, nothing religious can be taught. This is a nature, whether it is at that time, in Hiranyakashipu's time, or the present Kashipu's time. What they wrap up themselves with, I don't know. It's the same. It is the nature of secularism. And the secularism, all the Puranas in all of us have been told that in the end they destroy themselves by their own inner poison. Ravana destroyed himself. Hiranyaksha destroyed himself. Hiranyakashipu destroyed himself. And they are called Rakshasas. Hang. Thus here, what is it? Yes. That among the Daityas, I am Prahlad, that one little bright boy, firm in his convictions, met many challenges that the father gave. Ultimately the father asked, where is your God? He is everywhere present, the center. Is he in this pillar also? I said, yes. Oh, he's so near, I never knew that. This is the last of God. It cut open, out of it came out a terrible form and destroyed him. Whatever it is. So, but Prahlada is the son that came out of the loins of the Daitya Maharaja, the king, Daitya king, and therefore he is also a Daitya. But among the Daitya, he is the most spiritual, turned it towards with courage and conviction, and held on to their conviction consistently. So among the Daityas, I am Prahlad, the noblest, the greatest, the most beautiful. Kala kalayatamaham. I am time. In all measurements, I am the time. It's a very important. I am time because I, functioning in the play of the mind, gives a concept of time. The experiences come only when I am aware of the experience. No experience is possible without the mind. But the mind by itself cannot have experiences unless we are aware of it. The awareness illuminating every thought is an experience. The interval between thoughts, between experiences, is called a time. It is in time that the thoughts are playing about, and the light of consciousness illumines them all. I am the very time, the very matrix of the world of plurality, the time-space quantum. In the Western countries, is time and space are separated. In Hindu thought, time is space, space is time. Today if I ask, how far is Madras from Delhi? A foreigner is asking you, how will you answer? You don't say that 3,293 miles or kilometers or whatever it is. You won't say that. Oh, it is only about 1.25 hour jet. In 1.25 hours, you can jet the distance. You can jet the distance. Non-stop flight. Oh, it's only 1.25 hours. What did you ask? Distance. And what did I say? Time. In the distance of 2 hours, in the space of 2 hours, we finish serving 1,200 people in the lunch. In the space of 2 hours. Thus time is explained in terms of space. Space is turned in terms of time because both are one and the same. Whenever I am not conscious of time, I am not conscious of space, as in sleep. Space has no existence apart from time. I am Kala, time, upon which is the matrix, upon which play thoughts. And thoughts interpret for me the entire world of dancing things and beings, the flux. So I am the substratum. What? Time. Time is an intellectual concept. Only when I am functioning through the mind and intellect can I perceive time, experience time. Kala kalayadamaham. I am time. Mriganam cha mrigendroham. Mriganam, among the animal kingdom, I am the Mrigendra, the lion, the ferocious, the most powerful, the king among the animals. Vainateyascha pakshinam, among the birds, I am the white-necked eagle, which flies so high, whose diet is the snakes and the serpents, which is considered to be the Vahana, the vehicle of Vishnu. Flies high, neck white, and its job is, or its entire attention is, to find out where the danger of the snake is, or the, what is it, the serpent is. And wherever there is a serpent, it hoops down, swoops down, and takes it away. Think. Thus contemplation goes high, pure mind, white neck. And all the time in contemplation we are on the point of the contemplative buddhi yoga, discriminating, always attentive. If at all any vulgar desire rises up, disturbing the serpent in me, swoops over down, destroys it. Therefore, he is a vehicle of Vishnu, the Lord of sustained, consistent contemplation. Not the creator, nor the destroyer, but the sustainer, Vishnu. A mind which is thus alert and vigilant flies high consistently. And that flight also effortless. It is only the birds below that sweat and toil fluttering. The mighty eagle has surrendered himself to the all-pervading upthrust that his wings never move, need not move. He depends entirely upon the upthrust. It is only the birds that are there coming from, hopping around, that they have to flutter, exert themselves to move about. The mind at that high level has surrendered himself totally to his hands, and therefore he supports them. And the mind's job is only glide peacefully, effortlessly. Instantaneously, inspiredly, gliding. That is called contemplation. Thus contemplation is the vehicle over which Vishnu's, the all-pervading reality, the sustainer of spiritual effort, moves. It's a beautiful pictorial form in which the average man understands So that whenever he sees an eagle with a white neck, he lifts his hand. Why? Vishnu is there. But he doesn't understand that it is a symbolism of how your mind should rise up and let go, allowing the upthrust in the atmosphere to keep you keep you uplifted, and effortlessly you glide from one funnel into the other. All the time alert and vigilant to see whether there are any serpents, any mental fluctuation. Is the mind leaving that higher thought and going back again to Pakkavade? Alert, vigilant. Vainate yascha Vinata's son, children, when Vainate yascha Pakshinam, among the birds, I am the Vainate.